Hey there, how you doing? Charlie Winters here with horse racing tips for Sunday, the 30th of June. Well, I hope you did well out of the selections yesterday and followed me exactly like I laid it out, because you would have staked about £25 and returned 223. If the nap had picked its legs up in any way, shape, or form, you would probably be sitting on about £700, I believe, even if it just placed. And that was a horse priced at 100 to 30. I may be slightly out with my figures, but you were guaranteed at least 500 if that horse placed. So let me talk about Euro 2024. Well, I've gone in again after that farce of a match last night. You see the Denmark goal ruled out for a toenail, and then pretty much straight away after, he gives a penalty. Well, he doesn't give a penalty away. They call a penalty on him. I know that sounds like non-football terms, but they called a penalty on him. He literally hit his thumb, gave a penalty away, and it completely changed the game, because Denmark were doing it okay, but there should have been a goal up, and Germany would have been under pressure. Don't get me wrong, that actually suits my bet, because as you're well aware, I've had England-Germany final. So once again, I've gone in a little bit more on the selections that I fancy for Euros. I've actually had now a bit on England to win the Euro 2024. I think I've had something like £7 on them. I've also had another bet on England to get to the final. Not as though last night's match has any bearing on that. I've also had two more bets: England and Germany final, England and Portugal final, and that is all my bets now. And I've done. I'm just going to sit back, watch the Euros now, and well, I'm not going to watch them. I might see the odd game and scratch my head at these some very puzzling games. So let me get on to Sunday's horse racing selections. So I've had a 5p each way lucky 63. All selections I've left to SP, and then I've had the exact same bet, 5p each way lucky 63, and I've taken all the prices. So the first selection is Solly Atwell in the 2 o'clock at Cartmel, paying 5 places instead of 3. I've got a shocking record at Cartmel, but this trainer won this race last year. His name's something like, is his name Sean Collins or Cyan Collins or Keelan Collins? It's a funny first name, Irish trainer. He won the race last year with a different horse, I believe it was. He's got this one, and this one won last time, and I think it brings good form into this race. Second selection is a different kind in the 225 at Uttoxeter, paying 4 places instead of 3. This horse is trained by Donald McCain. It normally runs over further, but I think they're going to go a cracking pace in this. There's about 4 or 5 confirmed front runners. Quite often when that happens, they end up dawdling, because they kind of decide who's going to make the run in and don't pressure each other and like cut each other's throats. But I'm hoping they do cut each other's throats, go off too quick. This horse should benefit from it. The third selection is Edward the Ninth in the 245 at Wolverhampton. It's not a million miles behind the second favourite on form. Some of the fancied horses in this race are drawn wide. This one's drawn at 5, I think. It's got a chance for place on what we've seen so far. However, if they are running this for a handicap mark, it will be held up towards the back. If it's held up towards the back, in my opinion, it's got no chance. So hopefully he has it in about 4th or 5th place, worst. And then if he has, I think he's got a chance. The fourth selection is at Streets of Doyen in the 3 o'clock at Uttoxeter, paying 5 places instead of 3. This horse is ridden by Sam Twiston Davis. I think it's got a good chance. It's a competitive race, quite a few runners, and I just think I think it's only actually about 10 to 1, but I think it will be bigger than that. The next selection is Meng Tian in the 320 at Wolverhampton, paying 4 places instead of 3. This has got a very strong chance, or good chance, of getting place. at least. It's one of the stronger chances in the bet. It won off a £1 lower mark last year. It's run twice this year. It got too far behind last time, and I just think it's got a better chance today. Sean D. Bowen, I think his name is, or Sean, something like that. It's came in 5, and it's a decent jockey. They're raving about it a bit at the moment, and I do like Sean Woods on the all-weather. And finally, Piffo in the 335 at Uttoxeter, paying 4 places instead of 3. Not exactly the profile I'd normally go for, but I do like the look of it. It won a novice hurdle last time. I think it was a double penalty it won under. If you can get an easy lead, it could be quite difficult to peg back. And it's one of only about 10 runners so far since John Joe O'Neill was joined by, and I don't know who this is, it's a family member, A.J. O'Neill. I don't know if it's his son or something like that. Probably, I don't know. I'm sure if you do know, let me know in the comments. But they seem to they had a winner in the very first run. They've had some more runners since. I don't think they've had a winner since, but they've had several horses run well. So I will be back with a regular the new format where I put the selections in the description. To be fair, I haven't got time this morning, so I hope you appreciate that. If you did well from the selections yesterday, let me know, because I was expecting the comments to blow up. I don't need them to blow up. I'm just saying. I was thinking like, somebody say, "Come on, Charlie, I can't believe it, fingers crossed," or anything like that. If you don't follow the selections and just like a listen, that's up to you. That's fine. We did have a 40 to 1 second. Well, we had loads of seconds and thirds. The frustrating thing is we had 40 to 1 second in the Northumberland Plate, beaten by what trainer? Brian Ellison, the one where we've done pretty well from so far this season. But never mind. So profitable day, very profitable day. So if you can give me a like or a subscribe, I really appreciate it. So the very best of luck. Charlie Winters, over and out. Cheers, mate.